beautiful souls, welcome to day 7 of Tarot Vlogmas. So today's spread is going to be about your next love. So we're going to delve into and find a little bit about the person, and then also we'll touch on how you could potentially meet, and then what the outcome of the relationship is, and then we'll get some guidance from your spirit guides and source. So to start, we're going to go and look at the self-image and see how your person perceives their self, or we should say your future person perceives themselves. So what do they think about their self right now? Okay, yeah, so they're definitely in this space of healing or coming out of something difficult, and they may be doubting love at this time. So they may be like just taking a little bit of a respite and wanting to just like rejuvenate themselves and fill their cup back up before they get back out there. Okay, so this person I feel like is intuitive, so they may also be spiritual. Yeah, so I feel like they can see what others don't necessarily see. So they're definitely like intuitive, maybe even psychic. They may be a medium. They do have like a strong spiritual connection. So in whatever way that sort of manifests, they definitely are spiritual. Let me see some more. Okay, so they do like to focus on their self-care, excuse me, which is a good thing. And they could also be and consider their self as a very nurturing type of presence and person. And they could like really be, I'm hearing like they replenish their self by when they're able to be in the presence of loved ones and just feeling good and letting things flow. So they get nourishment from that. And then we have the leap. Okay. Oh, so I feel like this person is also outspoken and direct, and they don't have a problem with approaching you or saying exactly what's on their mind. And so we have water, Aquarius, so water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius. We have Libra here as well, so it could be any of those signs. It could be any sign, but that's what's showing up here. And so let's get some other attributes on like maybe what this person could potentially be working on. So we have sheep, appears to be stronger than they are. They hide their weaknesses. True colors are revealed when times get tough or when challenged. Yeah, so this person may have some things that they're still working on as it relates to like stepping out and really being in that leadership role and really leading. Although they're pretty outspoken, they can say what's on their mind, but does it connect in the 3D? Do they actually take action on things? So we have touchy-feely, so this person is affectionate. See, I said that earlier, like they love that self-care. They love spending time with a loved one. They love cuddling. They love that closeness that you feel. Oh, we have smothering. So it may be something that they need to work on, because they may be a little too touchy-feely. They may want to snuggle a little too much. They may have like a codependency or an unhealthy attachment. So they may exhibit those qualities at some point. Let's get one more. All right, and then we have vicious cycle, with believes and recreates past in their heads. They beat themselves up for past mistakes, and they have an issue with trusting people due to cheating. Okay, so that would make sense about the codependency and the smothering. So there you have it. You have a pretty good, well-rounded overview of what their really great qualities are and what some other areas are that they may be focusing on or challenged with at this time. Okay, so let's see what else. So let's see how they're perceived by others. I wonder, I want to get more of these to see how they're perceived by others. So How is this person perceived by others? So they are viewed as someone that is open to commitment and wants a commitment. So they may be someone who does have and is not afraid to get into relationships. They may be a person, I'm hearing like someone that, I don't want to say, like the term is like serial monogamist, but just someone that likes being in a relationship and that is typically always in a relationship. Okay, and some of them may be experimenting with short term, because we have two opposites here. So some of them may be that way, and some of them may also be viewed and considered, which I guess that would make sense because there's all these different opinions about you. So we're looking at how others view them. So they could be viewed as being a person who does always have a relationship, or they could be viewed as a person, or they could be a person that is not and does tend to like those more short-term type of, more casual type of relationships. But they are viewed as calm, free-flowing, peaceful, maybe even as someone that has a lot of healing energy. And yeah, they're definitely sexy, definitely attractive as well. So we have Aries, Cancer, and Libra. Okay, so let's see, how else is this person viewed? All right. Tries to be like another due to the need to feel connected and accepted by another. So they may be viewed as someone who's not as open with showing who they authentically are. Let's say it that way. So, okay, I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. Just, they may be like, okay, let's just say it. They may be viewed as like fake, or like someone that is phony sometimes with certain people. But it could be, I feel like it's more of like, yeah, like you're getting what you get today based on my feelings. That's what I feel like. It's more like they're just not into pretending. So if they're not feeling it that day, they may just, you know, not speak, or they may just be more focused, talk as much, but it's perceived as others as, you know, something else, or they may not be as open to connections. We have lights out. Perception of reality is distorted and therefore ignores all the signs and stays stagnant, refuses to be open-minded. So they could definitely be viewed as someone that's not as open-minded. So these are most likely some shadow attributes that they're working through and working on. We have nonconformists. One person converts while the other refuses. Okay. All right. So they could also be the type to give ultimatums, or they could be viewed as that because maybe they dated someone that, you know, they had to do that. They felt like they had to do that for some reason, and then that person did not get, it didn't end up favorable for that person. So now that's how they communicate about that person, and they're telling everybody that that's how that person is. Or they could actually be like that, you know. All right, and then we have in their heads. So I do feel like this person is a thinker, and they could even sometimes let their insecurities sabotage them. They could be a self-sabotager. Yeah. So again, this role is how people view them, and some of this is based on the experience of others with them. So this is not to be discounted. Okay. All right. And then let's see. So let's see how they experience and deal with their emotions. How does this person deal with their emotions? Thank you. Okay, they hide them. Okay, what else before we delve into that? Anything else? How does this person deal with their emotions? Okay. All right. So yeah, so they're on this this path of learning how to express their emotions and how to share and how to be vulnerable, and they're realizing, or they will come to the realization, that they have to just be that way. They can't always be, I want to be more vulnerable, I want to share more, I want to have more closeness with my partner, but then not take the steps to actually do that. So they're going to come into that realization. So it's just going to depend on where they are in their journey, what you're going to get from them. But that is something that they will come into the realization of. That's a lesson that they have designed to learn for themselves. Okay, what else? Anything else? But they also kind of they manage very closely how they give their emotions and how they respond to things and who they give what, and they are comfortable with how they do that. So they may have, like I said, like things that they're working on, and they want to evolve and they want to grow and they want to be more vulnerable, but right now they're content with the way that they deal with and handle their emotions, because I feel like with them coming out of just a period where they may have dealt with cheating or infidelity or just a toxicity type of environment, or a toxic environment, so them kind of coming out of that, they may be less likely to show their vulnerability, they may be less likely to trust and all of those things. So they're pretty content with how and what they're giving out right now. Okay, so let's look at their mind and how they value and demonstrate their intellect. Okay, yeah, so this person they could have degrees, they could be intelligent, they could be just like very either like religious, or they sort of take things, they go by the book with things, and they go by like right is right, wrong is wrong. Like they're more traditional in a sense of how they handle things, and it may be tied to religious factors or religious beliefs that they do have, or some type of community or standards or expectations of how they were raised on how they should react and how they should conduct themselves in society. So they do kind of, I don't want to say, they don't bow to societal pressures and expectations, but they're well aware of them and they work within them essentially currently. So that could grow, that could change, but that's where they are currently. Okay, what else? What else? Okay, thank you. All right. Okay. So there may be times where this person, I mean, we talked about them being like direct and saying what it is that they want and what they need. I do feel like that may be a little different when it comes to the emotional aspects of things. But I do see like just on a day-to-day basis, they're not afraid to like say exactly how they're feeling and communicate things. And like I said, they could be intelligent. So they have some knowledge and wisdom, and they're not afraid to share that with the community, with their soul family, with friends. People may come to them for advice, for assistance, for support, and for creativity and ideas and inspiration. So we have next, what about their spiritual wealth? Okay. Yeah, so they're definitely working on releasing burdens and moving their self forward. Like I said, they have a couple things, couple areas that have trained them to be sort of in this state that they're in where they feel like they can't be as trusting and they can't be as vulnerable. So they definitely have some burdens that they need to let go of in order to move forward, and in order for probably for you to align. And it depends on where you're at and what you're mirroring, because you could come together as you're both mirroring that energy, or you could come together when you've extended past that point to where you're able to mirror better energy together. Okay, what else? How does it affect their personality? Let's look at that. Yeah, okay, so yeah, definitely that neediness comes into play in their personality with folks. So yeah, they definitely need to work on those feelings. So that could be coming from a place of lack of self-confidence, self-esteem, self-worth, self-value. So yes, they're definitely kind of working on some of those things. And it displays in the physical with some undesirable characteristics about what we talked about, like the neediness. May even for some of you, you may exhibit and see some signs of control as well, like trying to be controlled in some way. But I do feel like there is this soft nurturing side to them as well, where they do. Some of that is genuine. It's them genuinely wanting to be around you and wanting to spend time with you. It's just that it's sometimes the shadow part comes in with that. And that's where sort of like that controlling energy kind of comes from. But when they're on a higher frequency, it displays as genuine, nurturing, loving, caring affection. Okay, so it depends on what vibration they're in. Okay, so let's move to you and let's see your first impression before meeting them. Okay, all right. So for some of you, this could come as there may be like some chaos around you when you do meet this person. So it's sort of like I'm seeing like just things happening, or you having a lot going on, and then you just making eye contact with this person, and just like the world stopping and you guys just connecting with your eyes and sending each other messages and energy and love. So it's really like that person that catches your eye, and just like you do that double take and your eyes connect and you feel that energy that I'm talking about. Okay, then we have their first impression of you. All right. Yeah, so I do feel like they feel like you are one that they immediately want to connect with, and you're someone that they see can be a positive inspiration for them to get out of those shadow aspects of being controlling, of working on their self-worth and their confidence. They see you as someone that could help with that, and that could be inspiration for them, and that can be an example of them, for an example for them, to show them what it's like when you do have a healthy image of yourself, when you do have confidence, when you do feel like you have a healthy, loving relationships, and how to process conflict in a healthy environment. So they're seeing you as someone that will contribute positively to their growth. So that's beautiful. Okay. So let's see how you could potentially meet. All right. So you could potentially meet this person through your work, for sure, through activities that you do when you're applying your knowledge, skills, gifts, talents, abilities. So I see you like doing something or implementing something, and that's when you're going to meet them. So you can take that how it resonates and apply it to your situation. So again, it could be in your work environment or as part of things that you're doing, like creative things that you're doing, like if you want to do a podcast, or you're doing tarot readings, or you're, posting things on social media, like it's through your work of the things that you love and are inspired to do is when you're going to meet this person. Okay, so for some of you, it's even like at the gym, like you just being inspired to get healthier, or just that being part of your self-care practice or routine. So it's like when you're doing something to improve yourself, or to better yourself, or to grow and advance on your journey toward accomplishing your goals, is where you're going to meet this person. So it's not going to be like just, chilling somewhere on your couch or something. Like, that's probably not how it's going to be. It's going to be because of, the work that you're doing, and you like coming out of your comfort zone to work on the things that you are passionate about. So that's where you'll meet this person. And then let's look at potential outcomes. What could potential outcomes be? Thank you. So this is a lot. So I'm not going to do this. Let's start this over, because that's a lot of outcomes. Can you give me a little more specificity on some outcomes, please? Thank you. Okay. All right. So yeah, there's this opportunity for a beautiful relationship. Yeah, beautiful relationship. So also, really quickly, you can meet this person like if you're in law enforcement, or they could be in a position of authority in some ways. So it's through like an organization or a community effort. So I did want to just throw that in there because I forgot to say that. All right, and there is absolutely the potential here to have a loving, committed, faithful marriage with this person, a faithful union with this person. What else? Let's see. So yeah, there's definitely this this fell. So that's beautiful. So yeah, so what I'm seeing here is that through that option, through that opportunity, there is work that will be done, and this should be inspiring, passionate, fun, inspirational for you. That's how you know, like, yeah, this is the right person, and you know that it is aligned with your path and where you're going. Because it shouldn't feel like it's abusive. It shouldn't feel like it's toxic. It shouldn't feel like you don't want to do it, or you don't want to be there, or you don't want to put in the effort. Because this person is one that you do feel like you want to put in that effort. It's reciprocal. Again, like you are giving as much as you're receiving, and you both are putting in the discipline and the effort to make it work, because there will be challenges. However, you can be victorious. You can have a healthy, happy relationship and marriage and family home environment through working through your challenges, working together, and applying effort. So what else? Let's get some oracles, because that was pretty clear. So what other messages do we have? Acceptance, purpose, and unique gifts. Yeah, I told you. So this person may also share and have the unique gifts that you have. So that is one way you can connect and you can grow. Both growing those gifts and talents together. And this person is going to make you feel like you have purpose. So again, like you have to think, like, am I feeling these types of feelings? Is this what's happening? And that's how you'll know that that's the person I'm talking about. If not, then that's not the person I'm talking about. And there does need to be this acceptance from both of you of who you are and where you are, and a decision that I'm going to work on me, you're going to work on you, and we're going to work on us together. So that's a 3-pronged approach and work that's being done in 3 areas. Okay, let's get one more. All right, yeah, just you being yourself. So this should all be authentic and who you truly are. So if you feel like you're pretending, if you feel like you have to be someone else, and I'm not talking about like just generally coming out of your comfort zone and growing in the ways that you want to grow. So as long as you're feeling it's going along those terms, then that's what we're talking about here. But you know, anything that's you feel like you're not able to be yourself, or you're feeling stagnant, or you're feeling abused in some way, like that's not what we're talking about here, and that's not who we're talking about. Okay, so you just being you and being allowed to grow and to blossom and to bloom into who you are authentically, alongside this person who is also doing the same thing for their own self, and then you guys are doing that together for the relationship. That's how you know. Okay, so let's see here. Any last pieces of advice? Any last pieces of advice? Okay. All right. So, okay, we'll take these two. All right. So I do feel like your relationship, oh my goodness, we have that here. I just said be yourself. Be yourself. So yeah, that's how you know that is authentic, when you're allowed to be who you are. And they accept that, and they accept you for who you are and where you are on your journey. And you have the potential to inspire others by you both growing and evolving yourself, as well as the relationship. People will see that and they'll be inspired by the connection that you two have. So again, that's another way to confirm, okay, this is who she's talking about here. Yeah, just being happy and enjoying the moment and enjoying each other and having a good time, celebrating, making it something beautiful and positive, as opposed to just a burden that you just want to have because you want to have somebody. No, this is elevated, enlightened love. So you have your beliefs are right for you. Yeah, so you both are connected, like I said, and you don't have to have the same exact values, but they should be closely aligned in order for you to evolve along the same path. Otherwise, you might come to the realization that you're going in different directions. But you know, anything and everything is a lesson and the opportunity for you to grow and to learn more about yourself. So whatever it is, enjoy it, be happy, love who you are and where you are, and be appreciative of the experience. And if it goes in this direction, that's beautiful. If it doesn't, it's beautiful lessons that you learned in the meantime, and that's allowing you and falling away to allow you to move toward the person that this is referring to and is talking about, and the person for you. So, okay, so those are the messages I have for you today. Please subscribe, like, and share this video, and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. We'll talk soon, and I will see you tomorrow for day 8.